Hello, my friends, again. This is my second video of the day, probably my last one of the day, because, you know, gotta work if I need to pay my bills and eat. So, be nice to make enough money to do this one these days, wouldn't that be great? I take that, but that's a long ways down the road. Anyway, I'm going to do a video here today, my prediction video of Alabama. Why not Alabama? Since they're breaking in a new coach this year, Kalen DeBoer, I think that's how you say his name, who I do like as a head coach. But, Nick Saban's not there anymore. I love Nick Saban. West Virginia boy, love the guy, legend. But Alabama's going to be good, solid, like they always are. How they get the best players? They got a lot of NIL money. But I haven't seen their schedule. I just brushed through it. I didn't really look at it, concentrate on much. But so let's get started. We'll see. See what I have Alabama going this year. I don't know. Now maybe some Alabama fans will be watching my channel if their record's good enough that they won't get pissed off. But if they get pissed off, I really don't care. I'm a West Virginia fan. What the hell do I care about Alabama? I don't care about them one way or the other. It's like most of these teams. I only like one team. That's West Virginia. Or love one team. That's West Virginia. Anyway, let's go with the schedule. And I have to look at on my magazine, so I'm looking down, so it's hard to see. It's especially with these shades on, but I like these shades. That's honor my brother, so whatever. They opened up the season with Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky, they're an okay Conference USA team sometimes, but that's an easy win for Alabama, so I'm not going to spend much time on it. 1-0 Alabama, as of course they should be. Then they host South Florida. South Florida gave them a hell of a game last year. South Florida probably should have won that game, but it's in Tuscaloosa, so Alabama should win that game easy. 2-0 Alabama. Then they go to Wisconsin. I did a Wisconsin video, but and I have them going to Madison and winning that game, but that's going to be tough. I will not be surprised if Wisconsin wins that game. And I'm actually hoping Wisconsin does. Go Badgers. But we'll see. So I have Alabama 3-0. Then they host Georgia. Man, I don't know. I know I did a Georgia video, but I do think that they'll go into Tuscaloosa and win that game. Georgia. I think that's who I said, because this game's such a toss-up. It could go either way. It's like both teams are pretty evenly matched for the most part. That's a tough one, but I will go over Georgia. We'll go in there and sneak out maybe a field goal win. So it's I'll drop them to 3-1. Then to go to Vanderbilt. Not going to talk about it. Vanderbilt shouldn't even be allowed to be in any conference, to be honest with you. So it's 4-1 Alabama. Then they host South Carolina. They're going to win that game easy. South Carolina is a joke. Shane Beamer, come on. He ain't much of a coach. 5-1 Alabama. Then they go to Tennessee. They'll win at Tennessee. Tennessee's not a problem anymore. I know it's one of their big rivals, but they'll be 6-1. That's not a problem. I mean, Knoxville is way overrated when it comes to fan support. And I've seen so many Tennessee games, and it don't get that loud there. Neyland Stadium, it doesn't. Then they host Missouri. I have Missouri winning that game. So that's Alabama's second. Missouri I have going 12-0. 11-1 at worst. They're not going to be Missouri. I don't care if it is at home. Anyway, then they go to LSU. I have LSU winning that game. I love Baton Rouge, man. That's one of the best places in the country. Man, I would love to go to one of their games one of these days. LSU. It looks like a lot of fun. Got some sirens in the back. That happens sometimes. That's, living in the city or suburban city. Life is a little bit different here and back home, but it's all good. But they'll lose at LSU. Then they host Mercer. I'm sick of this. I am so sick of these big-time SEC teams paying FCS schools late in the year. It's a total, complete joke. And I don't know. It pisses me off, a big school like Alabama paying on Mercer. Does that make them, feel like we're, manly? I don't know what it makes them feel like, but beating up on Mercy you're far from manly by beating up a team like Mercer. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Alabama, and all those SEC schools for playing FCS schools late in the year. It's a fucking joke. Okay, if you're gonna play them, at least play them in the first game of the year, pussies. All right. Anyway, and I'm talking about SECs being pussies. Okay. Then they go to Oklahoma. Oklahoma's gonna beat them. Norman, Oklahoma. I love it out there. Their fans are great out there, and it's a tough place to play. And I think Oklahoma might beat them pretty handily out there because Alabama coming to town, you want to beat the hell out of Alabama. So I have Alabama losing. So that's gonna make Alabama's what one, two losses, three losses. That's their fourth loss. Alabama fans right now wanna choke me right now, but tough shit. Then they host Auburn. They're gonna beat Auburn. I know it's the Iron Bowl, the biggest rivalry that they have, and all that, but Auburn is a long ways from competing against Alabama. So I have Alabama being 8-4 this year. Hey, you're gonna go to the bowl? You might go to I don't know. You might go to Duke's Mayo Bowl or something like that. Nothing wrong with that. Even though I'm sure most of your players will won't play in that game. Hey, take it or leave it, Alabama. 8-4. You guys got an extremely tough schedule here, and now if you're going to win a couple of those home games, we're talking about 10-2. But those days of you guys going 12-0 is over with for right now, at least in the foreseeable future. So you're in la la land if you think that shit. So 8-4, I have you guys. That's the best record I'm going to give you guys this year, and I'm being kind to giving you 8-4 because you guys could lose at Wisconsin. You could lose at Tennessee. Hell, you could. I probably should put you 6-6, but I'm going to be kind because I'm a kind old hillbilly from West Virginia. So I'm getting you guys are going to be 8-4 in my book this year, my opinion. Anyway, love you guys. I'm sure the Alabama fans hate me now. Like I said, I don't give a shit. 8-4 Alabama this year. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a great day.